Hey, it's Chrissy here, and in this video we're talking about the types of carbs. So when we refer to carbs, it really stands for carbohydrates, and when most experts like me talk about carbs, we're referring to really starchy carbs. And I'm going to go into the different types of carbs here so you kind of understand what we're talking about. So a starchy carb is basically your grains, okay? So this is going to be your rice, your bread, your crackers, your potatoes, your oats, anything that contains wheat, any type of grain based is really a starchy carb, okay? The body metabolizes it, and potatoes are like the weird exception there. That goes for both sweet potatoes, red potatoes, and brown potatoes. But that's kind of the exception there. But your body metabolizes these foods a little bit different than it would, let's say, a fruit and or a vegetable. And that's because fruits contain some water and the vegetables contain a lot of water and also fiber, right? Some fruits also contain other ingredients that we need for ourselves to be healthy. So when we look at somebody who's gone on a low carb or extremely low carb diet and or a no carb diet, basically they've cut out all the starchy carbs. Sometimes they've even cut down on the vegetables and the fruits. And this is where it's kind of not a good thing to do this, because at a cellular level, when we cut out all of the fruits and all of the vegetables, or the majority of fruits and the majority of vegetables, or we're not eating an array of those, then at the cellular level, we're causing disruption. At the cellular level, the cells are kind of deteriorating and it's allowing disease to basically take over your body. When we talk about health and nutrition, we really want to make sure that you are healthy from the cellular level all the way up to the fat loss level, which is really our ultimate goal. So while you might be getting these great results by not eating breads and vegetables and or fruits, you're still missing certain key elements that you need. So it's not that you need to cut out all carbs. It's just we need to watch the starchy carbs and then maybe limit the fruits and the vegetables and put them on a rotating cycle that still gets you results. So fruits and vegetables, when they are ate, metabolize different than the starchy carbs, like I said before. But the vegetables, believe it or not, there's a couple that are still considered like starchy carbs, or what we would consider a starchy carb, and can have a bigger impact on your results versus other ones. So when we take, for instance, like the potato, obviously it's a true starchy carb. But when we look at something like pumpkin or squash, in certain people, depending on your burner type, those can also be metabolized like a starchy carb, which means if you're eating a lot of them, then the body may start gaining fat or not losing fat, like you kind of stall because you're eating too much of it and it thinks it's a true starchy carb, right? You always need to look at hunger, energy, and cravings as well to make sure those are in check, because when those are basically your hormonal feedback or your biofeedback that tells you, yes, everything is going as it should be, and then yes, you should be losing fat, which is done in inches, not just on the scale. So same thing with fruits, right? A pineapple is going to be metabolized different than berries, okay? They have different nutrients that they bring to the body, and not that one is bad, but basically pineapple is super sugary, super sweet, which means it metabolizes a little bit different. So if you're saying, oh, I only eat this fruit every day and it's a pineapple and I eat 2 cups, but I'm not getting results, well, that may be why. It's not that you can't have the pineapple. We don't need to go into that all or nothing mindset, but what we need to do is cut back on the serving size to kind of meet that carb tipping point, which is another video that I just did, so watch that, to meet that carb tipping point for you specifically. So if you have cut out carbs or the starchy carbs and you are not getting the results you want, or hunger, energy, and cravings aren't in check, then you may actually either need to increase the amount of starchy carbs you're getting through fruits and vegetables, and or increase the actual starchy carb. I say to do this in 25 gram increments. So even if you are feeling like hunger, energy, and cravings is in check, but you're not getting results, bring it down by 25 grams and do that for a few weeks and see what results you get, right? Things are not instant, so we're not going to change what we eat today and expect to get major results tomorrow, right? These things will take a couple of weeks to kind of balance out and kind of have your metabolism learn how you are basically learning to maximize it, right? for those results. And so that's what you need to do is start slow, keep it consistent. So lower them down by 25 grams for a few weeks, see what happens, see how hunger, energy, and cravings are, and then adjust them again. You may need to put them higher, you may need to put them lower, but know that when we say watch your carbs, it's not all your carbs. If you're entering them into an app that counts them, it's going to count all the vegetable carbs, all the fruit carbs, and all the starchy carbs. But when we say watch your carbs, it really means watch those starchy carbs, and the fruits and vegetables are generally okay because they have the fiber and the water to kind of metabolize a little bit different. That's what I have for you. If you have questions, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you did not take the burner quiz to find out how you burn fat, do that in the burner quiz. I'll put that also below that you can click on and take, and then watch the carb tipping point video so you understand how these carbs are going to affect what you eat each day. See you next time.